ladies and gentlemen, our Orlando Magic gets smacked by the Washington Wizards 119 to 110, but it really wasn't even that close. We were down by as much as 30 in this game. The Wizards were led by a really good performance from Kristaps Porzingis, 9 of 13 from the floor with 30. Kyle Kuzma with 23 and more neck tattoos somehow. His neck keeps growing because every time I see him, I feel like he's got a new tat on there, Peach.
He's part giraffe, so
maybe
he'll continue to grow.
Maybe, but I mean, it looked like the whole Wizards crew was part giraffe out there, the way they dominated the boards on us tonight.
I mean,
that was to be expected.
I was going to say, you just gave out stats as if this was a regular NBA basketball game. And our team only had 6 more humans on it than are in this room right now. So this was really like, okay, a ball was going to go into the backcourt and Moritz didn't want that guy to get to the ball. And as a result, now we're in this situation for like the next 2 games. So when you really break it down, just should have taken it and let it be. But to go even further, I don't think he deserved a 2-game suspension. He deserved the technical foul he got.
Right.
And that was his punishment. And then all he did was stood there, got pushed in the back, and then got punched and fell asleep on the team's bench. I don't think that's a 2-game suspension worthy for him.
The technical foul was good.
Absolutely. And warranted.
He
absolutely warranted.
Threw a hip check out of frustration, but then to his credit, he immediately kind of realized it.
He just stood there.
He did the gesture over to Killian like, oh, my bad, man. I didn't mean to like send you that hard. And then, I think it was Diallo that came in, shoved him in the back, and then Killian Hayes knocks him out.
Right.
Punches him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
He goes to sleep, gets up, and walks away.
And I mean, this incident occurs on the other team's bench.
Right.
So just from a numbers standpoint, of course, the guys are going to go over. And I know the NBA is cracking down on this. And this is them making their point of, okay, we're going to handicap you now. But then through the simple alphabetics of the guy's last name, certain guys are serving it in the first game, and then certain guys serve it in the second game. So you're jamming us up for 2 games.
Right.
Instead of just jamming up 1 game. And it's like, isn't this the point of the G League? This is a home game for us. Lakeland's not far. Get Jay Scrubb and the boys up here. Like, let's get them in there for 1 game.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this here loudly so that it can be heard.
Okay.
J.I. has looked very good in videos for months. You know this isn't a lie, people. He's looked good in videos for months. You mean this guy can't give us 10 to 15 minutes off the bench, or at least dress in case of emergency? What if 3 or 4 guys had fouled out and we had to go with just 4 on 5?
I would have loved
You mean to
that.
tell me this guy's going to sit over there in his civilian clothes again if he's that close to being ready? I'm angry about it. These are the kind of situations where you need those guys to step up. But honestly, the league should just allow us to have the G League players come up and fill that gap in this situation.
I got up the JI post now.
It's too much, man.
You brought it up.
It's too much, bro.
We have at CMet98 with a post. The Orlando Magic asking Jonathan Isaac to come into work tomorrow. And it's a text message. We're short-staffed for tonight. And Jonathan replies, damn, that's crazy. Good luck, though.
Yeah. And he's there, and that's what frustrated me.
I know.
I would have rather him been in Lakeland doing something else or rehabbing somewhere. I just didn't need to see his face today.
See, this is what happens though when we're in the doldrums. Now we're in a 3-game losing streak.
Yep.
All the games pretty much an average loss of about 20 points almost. We've been down by like 30 points in all of these games. We've flipped from the high of that 7 out of 8 wins, and now we're back in a valley where we have on top of that this crazy shorthanded 2-game stretch.
Right.
What looked like a 6-game stretch where we were talking about on our last episode, shit, I think we can get 4 out of 6 in here. This is a good opportunity the way that we're playing right now.
Right.
The teams that we're coming up against, the Lakers aren't very deep. The Wizards, they're a good squad, but we should be able to fight with them. And then on the Pistons, I mean, they've got Cade Cunningham out. We should handle them. And here we are, 0-3 in this last 3 games.
Yeah, it's upsetting. It's particularly upsetting because these are all winnable games over teams that are not in the current playoff scenario. So, and again, this is you had that little Christmas break, a 3-game break. Guys should have come out fresh, but instead they came out flat.
Yeah.
Right. And now this little hiccup is hurting us, and we have another 4-day break over the New Year's holiday coming up.
Mhm.
And, then our first game is going to be shorthanded again. So it's like, and then it's a back-to-back. And then the second game of it is against the tougher team. And then, by the way, it's time to go on the West Coast road trip. So, yeah, this is tough. But you know what a positive of this game is that Afro Banchero is gone.
This is true.
He's gone back to the tightness, and he got 21 points.
He did get
he
back to
looked a little
20.
better. Didn't look quite at full form. But again,
Braid's back.
he looked like he looks in a game where he's a little off, but yet still delivers you 20 points.
7 of 24, though.
Which he had not done previous. I mean, everybody shot a lot today because there were 8 players.
Everyone, Franz was maybe the only bright spot, 28, 4 boards, 8 assists. That's fantastic. 13 of 25 from the floor, shooting over 50% from the floor. That's fantastic. He was the only person really shooting well at all, though. We missed a lot of bunnies tonight, man.
Yep. A lot of
Kel missing a lot
shots.
of stuff at the rim. Paulo missing a lot of stuff at the rim that you figure we're definitely going to get.
Yeah.
Defense was nowhere to be found. I mean, it's crazy. Well, we did have all these turnovers, but it wasn't like we were forcing them. I looked at it
the
before.
Wizards played pretty poorly in this game. This game could have been ours on a regular night. I think we would have.
They had a crazy amount of turnovers. What did I say just a moment
26,
ago?
I believe.
Yeah, 26 or 28. Let's see what it
That's a
was.
lot.
26 turnovers. And we got 7 points off of those turnovers. Is that right? No, 21 points off those turnovers. But still, it's just we can't play like that. I know we're down, Pish. I know we're down, but we're playing uninspired basketball right now. Even with the squad that we have, we could do better against this Wizards squad.
You would like to think so. And in the second quarter, when we took our only lead of the game,
right,
I kind of got that vibe like, okay, this group's pulling together because they realize we're undermanned. No one expects us to get in there. And let's go.
Yep.
Let's dig hard. Because that happens a lot in all sports, right? Like a team's undermanned or it loses a player and you think, okay, no one expects us to play well. So it ups your game. And it seemed like it for a second in the second quarter, but to be fair, the Wizards did what they needed to do enough to continue to stretch out leads when they eventually got them and just make it unreachable in the third quarter. And yeah, with that many weird guys coming in and out of the flow and playing that many minutes, I mean, it's hard to expect anything different really, but
that, I mean, we're perpetually there with this squad this year. We're perpetually in that state of flux where it's either a guy coming back from injury or now with this crazy suspension situation,
right,
and guys being on minutes restrictions, so they're not in their regular lineup spot.
Right.
And it's again the same old story. And how long are we going to play this sad violin tune? Hold on, I have the tiniest violin here playing that weepy song for us. Like, how long is it an excuse before we just got to say, again, these are the guys on the court, and we've got to win basketball games because we're talented enough to do it.
I agree with that, but I think tonight was a little tough to get over. Just what we had there. We weren't going to be able to get a lot of rebounds, apparently. It's not a good setup for winning. You almost have to take a look at this game and whenever the OKC game comes and go, well, we're not at full squad. I mean, I guess with OKC, we'll really just be missing the Wagner brothers as regular players.
Franz Wagner's been like our only consistent player.
Right, and then Moritz as well. And then
right, those are our two most consistent players.
You have to almost take those games out and just say, all right, what can we do going forward? And pretty much like prepare for the West Coast road trip and see if we can make some damage and get back in the winning ways there. Because, I've shown what we can do winning 8 of 9. Right. Randomly in the middle of the season, and then all of a sudden just
against some tougher teams
stuff's happening. Yeah. So
some tougher teams.
Because people have told me we have one of the toughest schedules coming up. And I was like, okay, well, that doesn't make me scared because we play good against good teams because we play up to their level.
We have, yeah.
Whereas against the lower teams, we kind of play down. But points are being made about how our defense is
we
just
lose
not
to everyone
there.
right now.
Our defense is just not there, man. Our defense was different last year.
Yeah.
We were a worse team, but our defense kept us in games. Yeah. We would lose games, but the score wouldn't be so high.
Yeah.
Like now we just let up a ton of points. Like teams have open shots, and just for some reason the defensive intensity is different. We're just
back
not
to those,
there.
I mean, they smacked us in the third quarter again.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I know we were down at half by, I'm not quite sure, but then it was like all of a sudden 20 points.
Yeah, it got weird in the third. I don't know.
We fast forwarded watching on NBA League Pass, and we missed like the first minute and a half of the third quarter, and we clicked it on. And we're like, oh, Magic. David Seal's like, no, the Magic are down by 19 now. It's like, what the fuck just happened? How did we miss a minute? Like, what just, how the hell? I don't know, man. We've already gone over. We only want to do 8 minutes of this because we said we only had 8 players. We're going to do 1 minute for this recap per player. We're already a little bit over, but
okay.
I mean, I don't know what our path forward is here in these next few games. I'm looking at Markelle, man. I've been extremely disappointed as one of his number one fans, dude. I was one of his. I'm still am one of his biggest proponents, but he's missing shots that he makes. 5 of 12 from the floor is not going to get it done. His assist numbers are slowly ticking up. 6 assists, but there's turnover. I'm not seeing the Markelle Fultz that I know can be there.
Okay.
And
I'm not saying he's 100% A+ in it.
No.
But he's out there hustling and giving it his all on plays and not giving up on plays.
I'm expecting him to be a borderline all-star, and that's. Well,
I feel like that was probably a little too
maybe
high,
too much, but
yeah.
I think that's the type of player he is, and we're gonna have to see if Braid Banchero can take over here in the next couple of games because we need a 30 bucket.
Yeah, definitely. For me, I'm just sort of like these next 2 games. Hopefully, people can stay healthy and we can go into this West Coast roadie with some renewed sense of team, everyone getting together, kind of bonding over this. Mm-hmm. I think that once everyone does get back together, we'll see that, like, okay, this was a bonding moment. We had to go over and help out our guy because he was stuck on the other team's bench. I don't think anybody's mad about it.
No, that's what you got to do, baby. Hashtag Magic together.
Like, it's totally fine with all of us. And this is the penalty you pay. Yeah. Now we have to play a couple games like this, and that's the way the NBA wants it to be. If that's what you're going to do, this is the penalty you're going to pay. If that happens at center court, I bet some of their guys come off the bench too. Or maybe we don't come off the bench.
That's the
there's
bullshit
no need
about
to
it.
field to back it up.
That's the bullshit about it. That it happened on their bench. Like, none of their guys get suspended, and
none of their guys really did anything on the bench.
Killian Hayes knocked the man out.
Just those 2 guys who did get suspended.
That's fair. But I mean, none of our guys really did anything either. They just went over
there, and that's the rule.
Help out their man. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous, but we'll see. We love the camaraderie. Gotta stand up for your guys. Magic hashtag Magic together. Hopefully we can see. I want to get a spot in here, Pish, for Court Cousins Night, February 23rd. If you haven't already gotten your tickets, we'll be down there Thursday when we play the Pistons. Fivo.me/Court Cousins. It's awesome, man. We're going to be doing tons of giveaways, some signed stuff we're going to be giving away. I'm hearing from our person at the Magic. We're going to cut down the nets after the game, and we'll just be kicking it in our group situation where I'll be sitting together. So it's going to be a good time.
I'm going to see your spot, and I'm going to raise you a spot.
Okay.
Court Cousins finally went over 1,000 on eBay.
Hell yeah.
Feedback. Loving that. Would like to see the YouTube subscribers get over 1,000.
We're so close.
Let's go 1,000 all across the board here, folks. So tell a friend. I'm not asking you to tell a friend and have that friend tell 2 friends and that friend. Just you tell 1 friend. That's all I'm looking for.
And then we'll be there. Yeah. Thanks, as always, ladies and gentlemen, for all the support. Like, subscribe, all that nonsense. How you feeling? Let us know in the comments about the altercation, everything with Moritz, about this 3-game losing streak, moving forward. Hopefully, we'll have some more positive reaction videos coming.
Let us know if you know why J.I. is not playing.
Please do, because Lord knows Peach doesn't.
It's not injury.
Peace, everybody.